Oh, hi, everyone. Oh, I'm just getting the scoops out of this pumpkin right here. I've been digging in pumpkins. I've got a whole bunch of inside of seeds and some pumpkin mix. Look at this. Have you guys made it to get a pumpkin yet or been to the pumpkin patch? I got this out of my garden. And it is very ooey gooey, but it's so fun to dig in. I've been digging it out. I want to show you something later. But first, we'll sing our song. But I have something to show you that I did with this pumpkin. It's so fun. I bet you're having fun with pumpkins. If you went to the pumpkin patch, whew, those pumpkin vines are crazy. Well, let's get Charlie, because he wants to be included today, and sing our welcome song. Should we sing our welcome song? Welcome, welcome, everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. First, we'll clap our hands like so. Then we'll bend and touch our toes. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. I'm so glad that we get together like this and we get to see each other. All right, I'm going to put Charlie up here. Well, speaking of pumpkins, okay, so as I was digging in my pumpkin, I was thinking about all the fun things that you do with pumpkins. Whew, there's a lot of fun things. And that brings me to this book called Pumpkin Pumpkin. This is written by Jean Titherington. And in this story, Jamie, if you look at the picture, look at Jamie. He's sitting on the biggest pumpkin. It almost looks like it's half his size. And then there's a lot of pumpkin vines. And then on the back of it, you see Jamie looking at this little tiny, I think it actually is a ladybug. Is that what that is? Yeah. So let's find out what this is about. Jamie planted a pumpkin seed. I have some things I want to put up here. This is a pumpkin seed. That's the first part. That's what I did with this pumpkin. I planted a seed. And the pumpkin seed grew a pumpkin sprout. Oh, there's Jamie. There's the ladybug sitting on that little pumpkin sprout. So first the seed, then comes the pumpkin sprout. And the pumpkin sprout grew a pumpkin plant. Aha. What do we have to do when we plant seeds? There are two things, actually there's three things. One of them are air. For a plant to grow, it needs air, right? And then it needs water. And then it needs something that's up in the sky that's really warm. Sunshine, yes. And the pumpkin plant grew a pumpkin flower. You see the butterfly there? He's sitting right here. I think butterflies like pumpkin flowers. there's our pumpkin flower. And the pumpkin flower grew a pumpkin. Oh, do you see the rabbit right there? The little bunny? I think he's hiding underneath the pumpkin plant. So there's the pumpkin. It's pretty small. And the pumpkin grew. Now Jamie has a frog on top of his head. And grew. So here's our pumpkin. It's growing bigger and bigger. Jamie's climbing around. It looks like maybe his grandpa is helping. And grew. Whoa. Now there is a big pumpkin. I think it's bigger than my pumpkin. Whew. He's able to sit on top of it until Jamie picked it. He looks so happy. Look at him pulling it in the wagon. I think he's happy about the pumpkin he grew. He watered it. The sun made it grow and grow. Then Jamie scooped out the pumpkin pulp. That's the word I was trying to use. Pumpkin pulp. That's what this stuff is pumpkin pulp. And he carved a pumpkin face. I can't wait to tell you guys what I did. I didn't put a face, but I did something. And he put it in the window. But, aha! He saved 6 pumpkin seeds for planting in the spring. Well, and I was reading another book the other day, and there's another thing you can do with pumpkin seeds if you don't want to plant them. If you plant them, you know what will happen, right? You can plant pumpkin seeds, and what happens? Another pumpkin grows next year, and the pumpkin sprouts, then the pumpkin plant. Oh, then it flowers, and the bees pollinate it, and then, you guessed it, it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. But I was reading about what you can do with pumpkin seeds. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to pull all these little seeds out of here, a whole bunch of seeds, and I'm going to wash them, and I'm going to spread them out in a pan, and I'm going to put them in the oven and roast them and try to eat them. I will let you know how that turns out, but that's very fun. That's something you could do with your pumpkin seeds. All right. So I was telling you about oh, this is a big pumpkin. Oh, I can hardly lift it. Whew. So what I did when I carved my pumpkin, you can do this too. I made a pumpkin puzzle. So I took the top off and then I dug inside. And if you look here, it's all empty. And then I went and I cut out, what shape is that? You guessed it. Kind of a square. I couldn't get my knife get it totally square, but I tried. And then I cut a puzzle, another piece. What shape is this? It's kind of easier to see on the back. I tried to make a circle. Have you ever tried to cut a circle in a pumpkin? It's super, super hard. So there's my circle. Are you ready to see the other shape? Is this shape? That, I bet you guessed it. Is that a diamond? We have diamonds and circles on our rug, and we also have squares. And we have, what's this? It's I tried to make a triangle. It's pretty close. What do you think? All right. So there you have it, my pumpkin puzzle. And then you just put the pieces back inside, and you can take them all out and then find the pieces, and You could even make stars, or you might think of some other shapes that you could make. You could make whatever you wanted. It's your puzzle. Yeah. And you could have as many pieces in the pumpkin puzzle as you want. All right. And I have this little tiny pumpkin. He didn't grow very big. I was surprised. This one must have had a better start. Look at that. This one's so big, and this one's so little. But I thought, no, I'll still bring it and show you, because I wanted to show you the difference in, did you guys see this? It's turning, it was orange, or it was green, and now it's turning orange. There's still a little bit of green on it. Yeah. Oh, it's so heavy, you guys. Whew. All right, that reminds me of a song that I want to sing. First of all, wait, I know what I want to do first. I want to talk about the letter of the week is D. D. Dee deer loves the letter D. And Dee deer, you know, have you ever seen a deer? Their little ears poke up like this. And they stick up and they go, so we hold our fingers up and we go, duh, 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 duh. Deer, duh, dog. The letter D sounds like that. Duh, duh. Little Dee deer loves the letter D. And remember last week we did the letter C. Katina cat likes to go, she cleans her paws and she goes, k, k, k. And then you know this one, the letter B. Baba Bear reaches up for his honey and he says, buh, buh, buh. Then we have the first letter of the alphabet, A. Allie alligator likes the letter A. She opens her mouth and she goes, ah, apple, ah, alligator. Yes, that's so fun. All right, now we can sing our pumpkin song. I have a song about 5 little pumpkins. And some of you who were in the classroom last year, you might remember this pumpkin song. I'm going to get my pumpkins ready. Right here, 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "It's getting late." The second one said, which is 2, "There's owls in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one, which is 4, fourth one said, "Let's run, run, run." The fifth one said, "It's just nighttime fun." Then, ooh, went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. That is so fun. We love the pumpkin song. It is such a great, fun song to sing. 5 little pumpkins. Right. I think we can sing our goodbye song. I'm going to have Charlie help us. He's so excited to sing when we have time to sing. And are you guys working on your names? Are you guys writing your names at home and practicing? Oh, Charlie loves when you know how to write your name. He loves that. So make sure you're practicing. Get your pencils and work on that first letter and all the rest of the letters. I bet you guys know how to write your name. Some of you, don't you? All right, let's sing. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. And we make a smile. Remember that one? And wink an eye. Ready? Go. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Make us smile and wink an eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Okay, friends, I'm so glad we got together today and we talked about pumpkins. And you guys can talk to your parents about how a pumpkin grows. Remember, you have to plant a seed. And then what do you have to do? You have to water it good. Make sure it has plenty of air and sunshine. And it grows and grows and grows. Sprouts, then it grows a flower, right? You have to have that flower before you get the pumpkin. And then after the flower, the pumpkin comes and he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That is so fun. Okay, friends, we'll talk to you later and see you on Thursday. Thanks for coming.